Hello everyone guys, this is Crawford Fluff Ultra Modeler, and today we are going to have a look at the Sweet's 1/41 scale kit of the A6M2 carrier fighter. This model kit came out in 2016 and it includes a flight deck. Now, as you can see on the side, it also includes a fighter group with 2 planes. On the back side, we have the traditional Sweet artwork featuring Nasa-chan and Koneko no Raki. Basically just a lucky black cat. This is approximately how the carrier flight deck will look like, and some information in Japanese probably about it, but I cannot read it, so unfortunately nothing else for me here. The box is in a nice matte finish, which I like, but that's about it from the box. Let's dig in right in. So in the box we have the flight deck, the paint guide for the flight deck, a very simple instruction manual with a paint chart inside, and the plastic sprues. So we're going to take a look at the plastic sprues first, and then everything else later. So I just opened the package, and we are greeted with a single sprue containing the clear parts, 2 identical sprues of the plastic, a small instruction sheet on how to use decals, and a large decal sheet, and of course a paper protective film to protect it. So let's check out the first sprue, actually the only sprue. As I said before, this is the only sprue. We're going to check it from right to left. As I said in my previous review of the BF19F Barbarossa version, their molding is quite superb. Unfortunately, so for the modeling is quite superb. They have very finely engraved panel lines, as you can see right here, in all parts of the plane. They also included a fuel tank. Actually, yep, just one. Also, I'm trying to focus the camera so it shows some detailing, since it's kind of hard to see 10 on 10. Though the underside is where the detail really shows, and you can quite notice it here. The underside and the upper side of the wing is completely detailed, including the wing roots and the landing gear bay, which is complete with actual wires, which is quite interesting. Moving on, the engine itself is again quite exceptionally made. I do wish they continued on with the little bars up until here, but I'm guessing they're not going to be visible on the finished model. So yeah, nothing too much going on with the gear legs, though they are crisp. The other side is pretty barren, apart from one point, and that is the wing. As you can see, the wing is fully engraved with even some riveting on the smaller parts to bring out the detailing. Very nice indeed, I have to commend them all that. So the other sprue is exactly the same as I said before, so I'm not going to look at it. Instead, I'm going to look at the decals and the instructions for the kit. So this is the decal sheet that you get with the kit. It is in complete gloss finish and features all the parts decals for the various versions of the plane. It is a very nice decal sheet, but I am worried about the amount of white parts, white decals, because you might not notice it in the camera, but they are quite transparent, so you may want to option out for putting a white layer of white paint below them. This is a close-up of the decals. It's much easier to see the faults in the white parts, but as I said before, they're very easily fixable. The rest of the decals are very crisp and there are no leaks in color. The instruction sheet is in a glossy finish, and it's quite well detailed. It is in both English and Japanese. Here you can see the other side of it. Of course, since this is a 1/144 scale kit, there isn't much going on. As they mentioned here, we're going to see the back side for painting instructions. And these are quite some painting instructions. I really like how they used as much space as they could to put the model, the paint chart here. Fortunately, the zeros were quite a bit boring in their camouflage schemes. As you can see, they're all the same, apart from maybe some wing parts being with a decal or with yellow tips or something like that. So you're not going to have too much variations between groups, but they did include a lot of variation in their carrier groups. So we got Kaga, Hiryu, Zukaku, Ryujo, Shokaku, Zuikaku, Zuiko, and Soryu. Next up, we're going to take a look at the flight deck. I completely forgot to mention about the clear parts. Though same as with their plastic, they're nothing short of amazing. The clarity is completely here, and the detailing is quite beautiful for the scale. You have probably no problems in masking them and painting them even by hand. So this is the flight deck part. It includes its own decal sheet, so let's get it open. The decal sheet does include its own protective film, which is very nice. Though I won't really show it around since it's it's just a couple of white lines which you can probably airbrush yourself onto the model. Though these plastic parts are what's interesting about this kit. You can see they have almost no hole when I connect them, even by hand like this, which really shows the quality of the molding. Oh, yep. They're a clip-on system, you can see right here. And the sweet company side include these small knobs, which help with to stabilize the plane. They were actually mentioned right here. I forgot about them before. So you can put a single plane in a takeoff setting, which is very nice. The detailing is admirable as well, as the plastic is completely riveted through. It doesn't have a wood texture, or it does. No, actually it does. It might not show on the camera because actually I managed to focus the camera enough so you can actually see the grainy texture of the wood on the flight deck, which I'm very impressed that they managed to put this in 1/44 scale to reproduce a wood effect. So major props to them. Yeah. The other part is exactly the same, more or less. So we're not going to take a look at it. The Sweet Company also include a paint chart and slash a marking chart for the small part of the flight deck with the elevator. Pause if you wish to know more. That pretty much concludes my small review video. I really enjoyed these small kits, and the Sweet Company hasn't disappointed me so far, and this kit is no exception. For the price of around 10 euros, I think it was, you get up two really awesome kits and included a flight deck, so you can put it like a diorama piece, which you can't really find anywhere else, especially with the quality like this one. So I highly recommend that you get this model. It's a really fun small weekend build. I built one their BF-19s for testing, and it's quite a joy to build. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this small review, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.